Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Mark again here, WeatherMan Plus. I'm going to be making all these short videos, real quick in and out, make official information from NOAA and a little bit of what I found as well. Make them quick to you, 'cause I got a feeling we're going to be updating this. Because not only am I showing very high damaging winds and wind gusts coming towards Houston, both models are showing this system's going right over or right below it, and that's where the worst winds can be. Plus, the catastrophic flooding is back, guys. Once we saw a few days ago, it's reading it again. I'm talking about almost 20 inches in 2 days. So we'll look at this information at the end of the video. If you've never been here before, hello, my name is Mark. I do upload every single day, just not Friday from sundown until sundown Saturday, that's Sabbath. But we'll make sure you're covered. But when there's cases like this, I stay up to date with NOAA and all the information I can find as soon as possible. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. Hit that like button. Share this on social media. Help people as much as you can. You can see this coming straight from NOAA. It will be a tropical storm, but I'm showing there's a potential for a hurricane now. Now, officially from NOAA, tropical storm conditions are expected along portions of the northeastern coast of Mexico and the coast of South Texas, beginning on Monday. Nicholas is forecast to approach the middle Texas coast as a strong tropical storm on Tuesday, and tropical storm conditions are possible along portions of the middle and upper Texas coast late Monday night and Tuesday. Matter of fact, I'm showing there's about a 12-hour difference from the Euro and the GFS. There is a possibility of life-threatening storm surge along the coast of Texas from the mouth of the Rio Grande to High Island. Residents in these areas should follow any advice given by local officials. Periods of heavy rainfall are expected to impact portions of the Texas and Louisiana coast today through the middle of the week. Significant rainfall amounts are possible, potentially resulting in areas of flash, urban, and isolated river flooding. Storm surge is 2 to 4 feet all down the coast of Texas, Galveston Bay, Matagorda Bay, Arkansas Bay, and San Antonio Bay, Corpus Christi Bay, and Baffin Bay, all 2 to 4 feet so far. 5-day rainfall outlook. Matter of fact, I'll show you what I found, and I found that a lot of this rainfall is going to come literally in 48 hours. Light green is 1 to 2 inches. Dark green is 2 to 4 inches. You have your yellow at 4 to 6 inches. Your orange at your 6 to 10 inches. And it goes all the way up to some red spots, especially right here in between Galveston and Houston. And that's 10 to 15 inches, also right below Lake Charles. But all this light green is 1 to 2 inches. Dark green, 2 to 4. All this yellow is 4 to 6 inches. Orange, 6 to 10. Plus flash flooding for the next 3 days. There's going to be a lot of flash flooding going on because of the counterclockwise motion of the storm throwing all the winds and the water on shore. And as it's on land, it's going to continue to pull this surge on land. Through Monday morning, this is your marginal risk in this green, and this is your slight risk in this yellow. And as you go through Tuesday morning, your marginal risk is in this green with your slight risk growing towards Louisiana. And then as you go through Wednesday morning, this is your marginal in the green and your slight risk in the yellow. And according to NOAA, you have tropical storm watches right here in this yellow and tropical storm warning right here in this blue. And it does go down towards Matamoros, Mexico. And they're expected to be a tropical storm all the way till 7 p.m. on Tuesday, so I'll be on land with tropical storm conditions of at least 39 to 40 miles per hour, 10-meter winds. I'll show you that. And then it goes down to a depression as it goes towards northeast Texas. Now, your storm surge inundation. When you have your blue, that's greater than 1 foot above ground, and your yellow is greater than 3 feet. We don't have any other colors yet. And you see how along the coast of Texas there is some blue, there is some yellow. Right here east of Houston is where you're going to get 1 foot storm surge inundation in this blue and up to 3 feet in that yellow. And you got some blue along here as well. That's up to 1 foot storm surge inundation. Also the coast of Louisiana, you're going to expect it up to 1 feet storm surge inundation. And as you get towards Lafayette, it's still 1 feet, but it goes up to about 3 feet towards St. Mary's. So it does change a little bit as you go towards Louisiana because it's on the right side, the east side of this storm. Tropical storm force winds of at least 50%. The rest is over water. You got at least 50% chance of tropical storm force winds in this dark yellow of at least 39 to 73 miles per hour sustained winds. 40% in this yellow, 30, 20, and 10% in this dark green. You have 20% chance in this light green to get 60 miles per hour sustained winds and 10% chance in this dark green to get 60 miles an hour winds. And hurricane force winds, nobody is getting hurricane force winds so far. Now, so far, the worst that I found, or say the strongest of this storm, is a 972 by the NAM 3K. They tend to do it over a little bit, but it does recognize some strengthening. And it's showing Monday by 9 p.m. is when it gets its strongest. And that's so far just according to the NAM. 73 knot winds, pretty powerful. 73 knot winds would be a hurricane. 73 knot winds would be 80 miles per hour sustained winds. And then it weakens down to 77 for a while. Then stays tropical storm. And we did see that the other day, that it does strengthen up towards a hurricane, and then it weakened down to tropical storm conditions, 74 knot winds. So yeah, it's definitely 80 miles per hour winds according to the NAM. Also, according to the NAM 3K, the wind gust at that time is 105 miles per hour. That is at 8 p.m. on Monday, and this is just going by Corpus Christi. And this is showing that the winds is all north and northwest loaded, not east side loaded. The rain's east side loaded, but these winds from this thing twirling counterclockwise is very strong right there. It's 105 for Corpus Christi, and that'd be on land in the high 60s and 70s as this goes by. Even some possibilities for 80s. There's 82 right there. As it goes by Victoria, still 70 miles per hour wind gusts. I'll get up to 80 miles per hour wind gusts for a moment by Victoria, and that is by 1 a.m. on Tuesday. And it stays a good cluster of 70 and 60 miles per hour wind gusts as that cruises by. So as you go into Tuesday early a.m., it goes by San Antonio. It starts weakening down, going by Houston. And I've seen this 50 miles per hour wind gust go straight over Houston according to the GFS. So this 50 stops. It goes down to the 40s around 10 a.m. on the 14th, which is Tuesday. And Houston only gets 30s. Maybe a day of almost 40 to 50. But so far, this big glob of 60 and 70 plus, NAM 3K is picking up on a hurricane, coming in on a hurricane with 105 miles per hour wind gusts. And just between Sunday at 7 a.m. till Tuesday at 7 p.m., NAM 3K is picking up Corpus Christi with almost 5 inches, Victoria an inch, Lake Jackson, Houston, almost 6 inches, Galveston, over 3 inches, and that's just in a matter of 60 hours. Now, when we look at the Euro still shows a very weak system. If you did watch that video from earlier, I had to update it, but it did show a lot of shear. But it gets all the way down to 999, weakens down greatly, and dies off. Just floats over to the southeast of Texas. Very weak depression. The Euro picks up that by 1 a.m. on the 14th is when the strongest of the 10-meter winds is of this storm, and it's picking up 50 miles per hour winds. That's it. Before that is all 30s and 40s, tropical storm, and then it goes back down to 40s and 30s, and that would make the forecast, I said this morning, just exactly that. And the strongest for the Euro is at 8 o'clock Tuesday on the 14th so far, and that's according to the Euro, and that seems like the one that the NOAA is going by. But the strongest wind gust is 74 miles per hour. So it's not hurricane winds, but it does have somewhat hurricane wind force with it. And it shows a lot of 40s and 50s get on land for a bit, and then it weakens down to 30s and 40s. And that would make the video just like this morning exactly the same. But when you go by the rainfall amounts, the Euro, the next 3 days, you might get an inch. You'll start moving in. I'll show you other amounts. But within a 2-day period, from 3 days to 5 days, catastrophic amounts. We're talking 21 inches, 12 inches by Sugarland, right below Sugarland, 18 inches. This is within a 2-day period of getting that much rain. Houston, over 7 inches. Everybody getting very heavy rain. Sweeney, 11 inches. Very heavy rainfall. And this is within a 2-day period. It lightens up somewhat as it goes towards Louisiana. You still get 7 inches for Lake Charles. Beaumont still getting 10 inches, and it goes all the way towards Morgan City with 4 or 5 inches. Not really hitting New Orleans too much. The GFS takes a slider approach. It says within 3 days, you will get at least 5 inches for Houston. Everybody else is getting 7, 8 inches. And 2 days later, it's only going to add another inch or 2, while Baytown will get 9, Beaumont will get 6. And it don't go too far down Texas. It don't affect Victoria. It just curves in real sharp at the last second, according to the GFS. Now, we'll update this again. Lake Charles getting 4. Because we got to stay on top of this, especially as fast as it's changing. As soon as it's expected to be here, we got to know the new information as it's changing. I'll do that. Plus, the Euro also shows that by 8 a.m. on Wednesday, the system is literally going to be over Sugar Land going by Houston. And it's showing still the weakness of the winds. This is your 10-meter winds, and it's showing 20 miles per hour winds because the system is going right over you. So you would literally have clearer weather. That's not what the GFS is showing. So as it goes by you, then to get a little bit of winds, very weak, it's showing very weak winds, 10s and 20s maybe. It's still showing, from what I'm showing this morning, that those numbers still are the true numbers. Not really no major winds coming on land. It's going to be a tropical storm and then crash immediately. People might get 30s. Now the wind gust is going to be a different story, because the wind gust is where this storm has always been a factor. I even said that this morning. But it does show when it goes by Matamoros on Monday at 10 a.m. You could get some 30 miles per hour winds as the storm passes by you, goes by Raymondville, Texas. Then as it goes up towards Corpus Christi around 7 p.m. on Monday, it gets around the strongest as it passes by you. And so far it looks like 30 miles per hour wind gust, according to the Euro. It starts curving in a little bit past you, and it starts affecting sea drift with more, maybe 40, almost 50 miles per hour wind gusts. And that's what all that purple is. All that purple is 50s. And then Bay City gets kind of the worst of it, according to the Euro, and the Euro what their strength is. Around 10 a.m. on Tuesday, 60 miles per hour wind gusts right around you is 70s. So some very strong wind passing through. Then some 40s go by Houston all the way till 3 p.m. on Tuesday, and then it dies off quickly, according to the Euro. The Euro shows it just goes 30s and 40s, then dies off. Galveston still getting some 40s and 50 miles per hour winds, but it shows the main spot is going to be towards Bay City for the strongest of the winds. Now the GFS takes it 12 hours different timing all the way till Tuesday at 10 a.m. Still takes the system right by Houston, so both of them are agreeing. GFS shows a little bit stronger. It's showing a 997. Not really the winds on land, but you're getting 50 miles per hour winds. I picked up a lot of that, 50 miles per hour sustained winds. So it's not showing a hurricane by GFS. It's only showing a hurricane by the NAM. But the rest of it stays off land. Sustained winds by the GFS for Houston mainly. I've been seeing a lot of questions for that. Is around the 20s to the 30s because the system literally goes right by you. So if it was going a little more northern, and these southeasterly winds are the strongest, and that would be where you would be for impact as it passes by, then you would get the worst of the winds. But so far, the worst of the winds are not for you. It's all over land. GFS agrees Bay City will be a point of impact, 30, 40 miles per hour winds. That's tropical storm. That's why you got the warnings. Galveston, you get up to tropical storm as well. But as it passes, y'all, it does weaken down towards a tropical depression quickly. But once again, the wind gust is going to be the biggest factor of this storm with the rainfall. 9 a.m. on Tuesday, it shows the strongest comes by you, Houston, that you do get a chunk of some 50 miles per hour wind gusts as it goes by you Tuesday morning. So far, it starts from 6 a.m. all the way to past noon before the center goes by you, and then the west side of the storm is pretty weak. It's 30 miles per hour winds. So Galveston, you're definitely getting some high winds, up to 60 right there, and the strongest is a 993 so far by GFS, and that's 65 miles per hour winds. Now, according to NOAA, it will be a tropical storm, and when it goes towards Victoria, it will be 63 miles per hour sustained winds, 75 miles per hour wind gusts. And then slowly go back to 46 miles per hour sustained winds, be a tropical storm right there, with 58 miles per hour wind gusts going over Houston. That's what that circle is for. That is for tropical storm force winds. Then you have 35 miles per hour tropical depression winds as it passes by you. But you can also see that there is also some spaghetti models showing this could curve back into the Gulf and go towards Florida. We have seen that in the ensembles as well. Now this is NAM 3K, so we can see what NAM's talking about, where it could be a possible hurricane. And as it goes towards Texas, it does wind up quickly, and that is a lot of rainfall right there if that was to happen. It does show winds up to 63 according to NOAA's information. And that's going by eastern Corpus Christi by 6 p.m. on the 13th. Very heavy rainfall right there. Look at that purple. That is very heavy rainfall. Going towards Lake Jackson, and then it spreads out as it goes towards Houston. It just spreads out over southern Texas. So I will update this a little better this afternoon so we can get another look and see what's going on with this storm. Because there's potential for a hurricane, guys. I don't want to put it off the table. I'll update you. At the same time, God bless every single one of you. I pray y'all will be safe and prepared for this so you'll be okay. Prepare for power outages, guys. With wind gusts and rain coming heavy like that, there will be power outages. Please prepare for that at least. If you charge your laptop, later on you can charge your phone off your laptop if you lose power or when you do lose power. I will update you again this afternoon. Please share the information. It is official information from NOAA. So let people know what their impacts are going to be at least. Thank you so much for your help. Thank you for visiting my channel today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am all year round. At the same time, I pray for you. God bless you all. Psalm 92. It is a good thing to give thanks unto the Lord, and to sing praises unto thy name, O Most High. To show forth thy loving kindness in the morning, and thy faithfulness every night. Upon an instrument of 10 strings, and upon the psaltery, upon the harp with a solemn sound. For thou, Lord, hast made me glad through thy work. I will triumph in the works of thy hand. O Lord, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. A brutish man knoweth not, neither doeth a fool understand this. When the wicked spring as the grass, and when all the workers of iniquity do flourish, it is that they shall be destroyed forever. But thou, Lord, art most high forevermore. For lo, thine enemies, O Lord, for lo, thine enemies shall perish. All the workers of iniquity shall be scattered. But my horn shalt thou exalt, like the horn of a unicorn. I shall be anointed with a fresh oil. My eye also shall see my desire on my enemies. And my ears shall hear my desire of the wicked that rise up against me. The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. He shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. Those that be planted in the house of the Lord shall flourish in the courts of our God. They shall still bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be fat and flourishing, to show that the Lord is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him. Amen. I will update you. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I tried to make it as short as possible. Please get prepared. All glory does go to Yahweh, God of Jacob. And he's in control. This is for a reason, according to his will. Pray to your God. Give thanks. Thank you, Father, for hearing us today, Father. Thank you for these people watching this video, preparing, Father, and hearing your word. For it all starts with your word. Amen. God bless you guys. Y'all have a great day.